Hey, Sid? Sid?
Yeah, what is it, kid? You want an autograph?
Well, sure, but I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
Hand me that pen there. I'll sign your napkin.
Here you go.
What's your name?
Logan.
To Logan. Thanks for bothering me after my piano act and making me miss my bus home. O-M-E. Sidney J. Scheinberg. E-R-G.
Thanks. Anyway, about that question.
I know what you're gonna ask, so don't even bother. Here, let me sing you a song about it before the bar closes here. Okay. The Charge Conjugation Parity Violation Song by Sidney J. Scheinberg. 2, 3. There's matter in my trousers. There's matter in my hair. There's so much freaking matter, it's damn near everywhere. What isn't making sense to me is how it all got there. But seriously, what puzzles me is why I even care. Physicists love symmetry. It's simple and it's nice. For explaining all phenomena, just a couple rules suffice. But when you get down small enough, it's very plain to see that certain little particles create asymmetry. Charge conjugation, parity violation, a mystery to all involved. It might explain asymmetry and help us all begin to see just how this universe evolved. Charge conjugation is basically the process by which you turn a particle into its opposite or antiparticle. Positive becomes negative, negative becomes positive, charge conjugation. And parity, well, all that is just a particle's position in space, where it is, XYZ coordinates, you get me? Well, when you have particles decaying, you should have just as much matter created as antimatter, antimatter being the opposite of matter. Well, the antiparticle usually does the exact opposite of what the particle does, you see, so its position and charge will be opposite, thus the law of CP symmetry. But matter and antimatter would have to be created in equal amounts, right? Cancel each other out, conservation of matter can't create stuff out of thin air, right? Right, okay, but just look around here, what have you got? Matter. Whole buckets full of the crap. Where's the antimatter? It's not here. Pretty much the only place we can see it is when we make it ourselves by smashing particles up in proton colliders. That's funny, there should be just as much antimatter as there is matter. We don't know for sure if there are whole galaxies of this stuff floating out there farther than we can see, but it's pretty unlikely. So where's the fundamental asymmetry? Now, sometimes, and this has been observed, when a K meson, or kaon as the kids are calling it, decays, you get a CP-violating asymmetrical result where the antiparticle behaves differently than it is supposed to. The kaon, instead of decaying into a 2-pion group and a 3-pion group, which would be a symmetrical law-abiding result, it will decay into 2 2-pion groups. What the hell? Don't ask me about that now. We don't know why it happens, but it does. So here's this asymmetrical reaction stuck in the middle of all our beautiful symmetry, okay? Now, apply this asymmetrical tendency to the first few seconds after the Big Bang, round about the vacuum era. Who knows? Maybe this could help explain why there's so much matter around here, but no antimatter. Sing! Charge conjugation, parity violation, a mystery to all involved. It might explain asymmetry and help us all begin to see just how this crazy universe evolved the way it did. Does that answer your question?
No.
Well, it's all theoretical.
look out over your shoulder, 'cause the little baby snakes only hide behind boulders. Snake babies, snake babies, snake babies, baby snakes. If a baby snake is near, how can you tell? Well, the little baby snake wears a warning bell. Snake babies, snake babies, snake babies, baby snakes.
To the girl who cried monster, it's me, the ghost next door. I think I'm in deep trouble. You're the one I'm dying for. Every night in Terror Tower, I meet you in a dream. I say that you can't scare me, but in my heart I scream. You give me goosebumps, goosebumps. Honey, beware, you're in for a scare. Oh no. Beneath the haunted mask I wear, my eyes light up for you. I feel you in my monster blood, and I in your monster blood too. The scarecrow walks at midnight, but I walk all alone. Up and down the ghost beach, where I found your bones. You give me goosebumps, goosebumps.
suddenly you were there. All my life I knew what I would do. Just stand there like a fool and stare. All my life, all my life, all my life, all my life. I'm so glad I found you. I just wanna be around you all my life. All my life I searched for you, but you were never there, were you? Thought I'd found you once or twice. It was a sad affair or two. All my life, all my life, all my life, all my life. I'm so glad I found you. I just wanna be around you all my life. All my life. All my life. I'm so glad I found you. I just wanna be around you all my life. Yeah, yeah, all my life. She's dirty to the bone. She cheats at everything she does. She's dirty to the bone.
What? My name is. My name is. What? My name is. What? Hi. What? My name is. What? My name is. Hi. My name is. What? Slim Sadie. What?
The very tiniest songs, our musical is small. The very tiniest songs, I've come to love them all. The pangolins and ants, the unicorns and trees, Infiniminty toothpaste, little dogs and Mr. T. Welcome to the very tiniest songs. Welcome to the very tiniest songs.
I'm on the phone with her, and she says she is tired of being unpredictable, so she's going to go to Portland. She's going to go away. I don't care if she's crazy. I heard lycanthropy is curable. It takes a bulldozer to knock her down, and she gets back up again. She gets back up again. She's 10 feet tall. She's 10 feet tall, and I'm intimidated. She's 10 feet tall. She's 10 feet tall, and I'm intimidated. Sirens down the highway, lights flash on and off and on. Footsteps down the fire escape, and she's never seen again. She's never seen again. Spray paint in the subway, broken glass in my coffee cup. The waitress says I'm sorry about that, and she takes the cup away. She puts
standing on my head. My feet are in the air. I see my feet and they are in the air. I'm standing on the ground. My feet are on the ground. I see my feet and they are on the ground.
I'm standing on my head. My feet are in the air. I see my feet and they are in the air. They're in the air. I'm standing on the ground. My feet are on
sun.
Happy days,
Brotherly love,
my two dads,
the flying nun.
Will and Grace,
Family matters.
step by step,
Sister, sister.
George Lopez,
Fresh Prince, Newhart, Frasier, Night Court, Taxi, Martin, Webster, Friends.
Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody,
Everybody loves Raymond.
everybody,
Everybody loves Raymond.
everybody.
Everybody loves Raymond. Yeah, everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody, 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 everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody, everybody, everybody.
The facts of life.
King of Queens.
Saved by the bell.
Boy Meets World.
8 simple rules.
Growing pains.
Keenan and Kel.
Golden Girls.
Home improvement.
Charles in Charge.
Suddenly, Susan.
Mom of the car.
Good times. Roseanne. Yes, dear. Caveman. Joey. Seinfeld. Full House. Alf. Homeboys. In outer space.
Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody
processing.
When the night comes, that's when I think of you. When the night comes, I get midnight blue. But what can I say when the night comes to stay? When the night comes and everybody's gone. When the night comes and I'm here all alone. When the night comes, every night that's when I think of you. Now's the time I see the twilight coming on. Now's the time. Pretty soon they'll all be gone. But where will I be when the night comes to me? When the night comes and everybody's gone. When the night comes and I'm here all alone. When the night comes,